Again, hello, welcome back with Big Mamas Sicilianas Gather. Tonight, I want to give a shout out to the Italians of Montreal and friends. As you know, I'm part of the foundation and the association. And I just want to give them a shout out because, as you know, last Friday we did a draw for Father's Day. We gave away free coffee with espresso machine, cups, and a lot of little goodies. And the lucky winner was Nadia Pietrantonio. So congratulations to Nadia. Now we're going to be doing another draw mid-July for this beautiful colander with 3 types of pastas and some sauce. So if you want to be part of the contest, you just have to like the Friends for Cause Facebook page and tag 2 people. Once you do that, you're automatically entered in the contest. The more people participate, the better. And you run a chance of winning the colander with the pasta and the sauce. It's a very useful tool. And if you want to purchase these items, you can go on our online store. It's called Friends for the number 4 cause.myshopify.com. You can purchase the items. It's the same prices as the grocery stores. Why are we doing this? Because we're catering to the community. And by buying from us, you're automatically making a donation with every purchase to the missions and the causes that we believe in, which is the Lighthouse for Children in Palliative Care, as well as for Galileo School for students who have learning disabilities, who have Down syndrome, who have autism, and so forth. So please check out the website and you can purchase the items. If you're local here in Montreal, you can come pick it up at our warehouse, or we ship it for a small fee. It's all worth it, and it's all for our cause. So I thank you very much in advance for supporting us and supporting our cause. Siciliano 75, non capisco l'inglese, mannaggia, te lo devo imparare. Allora, se tu vai su Facebook e vai sulla pagina Friends for Cause, basta che metti un like e dopo puoi taggare 2 persone per vincere questo scolapasta con 3 qualità di pasta e la salsa. Allora, per partecipare poi devi solo mettere un like e taggare 2 persone e automaticamente entri nel tiraggio. Hi Patricia. So that's it for now. I'm sorry I got cut off earlier, but I'm back now. I'm just waiting for my guest to come on. Heavy Tea. Mr. Tony Riccio, prego siciliano, t'imparare inglese però, se no non è che posso traducere sempre, se no su live finisci, si pigliaci ore per farlo. So that's it. So tonight's guest is Tony Riccio. If he can get on Instagram and figure out how to work it, it will be good. He's a local comedian and he's the one who gave me my big break. I had my first live stand-up comedy show back in November. It was a great turnout. It was a wonderful feeling to be on stage and to make people laugh. So I hope to experience it again soon once this COVID thing, calms down and we're able to do shows. I'm planning to throw a big party, first of all. And second of all is I want to do stand-up. I want to do more stand-up because I got a lot of material I want to put out there. So yeah, Mr. Tony Riccio, he's also known as Heavy Tea because he was heavy once. But now he's not as heavy. He's very slim. So thank you, Patricia. You were amazing that night. Yes, thank you. I had the jitters the whole time till I got on stage and I got the crowd going and laughing. And I felt very comfortable on stage. I loved it. I mean, it's one of those moments you want to relive over and over. And I really, really enjoyed it. It's one of my biggest accomplishments. And I hope to pursue it more in the future. Also, going back to Tony. Tony is a local comedian. He goes by the name of Heavy Tea, although he's no longer heavy. And he also distributes meat here locally in Montreal. He works closely with his girlfriend, Katia. Katia works for Pasta. There's probably footage of your show, right? Where can I find it? I'm sorry for not already posted. Actually, I didn't post the show purposely. Because I just don't want to put it out there. I didn't feel comfortable. Maybe I will eventually. I still have it. You made everyone laugh. You're annexing. Oh, amazing. Okay, I'm amazing. Yeah, thank you, Diana Cox. Yeah, so it just I make comedy out of what I know, and what I know is the way I grew up in a very typical strict Sicilian family. My parents being immigrants at a young age. My mom came here, she was 18. My dad came, he was about 25 or 26. So like they came with the mentality of Sicily and brought it over here. And we grew up, my sister and myself, we grew up in that kind of a family structure. So like we could have go out. God forbid a boy would call the house. I mean today anybody calls for my kids and it's not a problem. But back then a boy calls like, what does he want? What does he do? When are you getting married? And I'm like, well, it's just a friend. But they didn't understand that. So like going out, going to parties, going clubbing. Oh, Dio, are you kidding me? No, I didn't even go to my prom because it just was unheard of. I didn't even ask. So that's how I grew up, and therefore I put a little twist in it, and I made I made comedy out of it, because now looking back, I mean that's how they knew, and I have to say, I was well raised. They did a good job with. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so they gave us everything possible. They provided for us, and we didn't want for anything. So I mean, I'm very proud of the way they raised me and how I turned out, and hopefully I could do just as good as of a job with my own kids. Siciliano 75, sei nato in Sicilia, Agrigento? Sì, pure io ho dei cugini in Agrigento, dalla parte di mia mamma. Quest'anno dovevo venire in Italia, in Sicilia, ma con il Covid non è stato possibile, allora abbiamo rimandato per l'anno prossimo. Allora speriamo che l'anno prossimo potrò rivedere la Sicilia. L'ultima volta che sono stata lì avevo 10 anni, era nell'85. Allora quello che mi ricordo non è molto, però ho dei bei ricordi della Sicilia, benché ero giovane. Era bellissimo, mi sono veramente divertita. Sono andata a Padova, sono andata a Venezia e poi in Sicilia, a Agrigento. Allora l'anno prossimo vorrei visitare Corleone, vorrei andare a vedere la famiglia in Agrigento e vedere anche la famiglia in Sicilia. Allora, here's Heavy T. Wow, finalmente Heavy T è arrivato. So let us bring Heavy T on and let's chat with this guy. He's a funny man. He's a local comedian. Here he is.
Hello.
Oh, connecting. Hello, finally, Manaj. You gotta
It was
get with the
hard.
times.
I was on the phone with Trump. It was easier to get to him.
Ah, man.
By the way, I went to Corleone, Vicari, Agrigento Cattolica, Moriale. I
Oh
did them
yeah.
all in 1990.
Wow. I went in '85. I was very young. I didn't get to see. I mean, we were there for 45 days, but we didn't go there to visit. We went there to see family because back then my grandmother was still alive. So
Yeah.
this time when I go back with my kids, I want to try to visit as much as I can, like from the north all the way down.
Maybe leave a
So
kid there.
no, no, I
How you
don't, no.
doing? How you doing? Me?
I'm
You
doing
look
good.
bronzy. You're ready for Sicily for real. Look at that
Yeah, I'm ready.
tan.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the pool will do that.
Don't do that. The Gaspesiens are going to be jealous because they have the same thing on their arm with a shirt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
thank you for coming on. It's so
no,
nice.
thank you.
Last time you got confused and you were waiting for me on Facebook and I was waiting for you on Instagram and it didn't
And
work
this
out.
time, apparently, we're not following each other on Instagram. I can't believe it because I see some things, but I put following, but you didn't. So it said Leah started following you back. I'm like, wow, thanks. No, but because we thought we were because of Ligombar and everything. So
Yes.
sometimes when you think it's too easy, it's not.
Yeah. I thought I was following you too. That's why I never saw your post. And I'm like, how come it's not posting? But I never thought of looking you up and searching you to see if
I
we were
go, but
following
if you
each other.
block me, I said it's impossible.
No, I would never block you. I would
But then
never
I said,
block
did I
you.
block her?
Oh, that
Because
could be possible.
it's the in thing nowadays. Something goes wrong, you block, you know? It's like,
Yeah, back in the old days, we just would unhook the phone, but now we have to
yeah,
block
yeah,
people.
yeah, no, come on. Dici che non ci sto, non dici che non ci sto.
Non sto a
But,
casa. Yeah. So, Tony,
yeah.
first of all, I want to thank you again very much from the bottom of my heart for giving me my big break on stage.
You know
I
what?
mean, I loved it.
COVID put a dent because you were on a rampage, and it was we were having another one coming up. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, everything happens for a reason, and maybe it's because the world couldn't handle you, or let's say Montreal can't handle you at the time, so they needed this time to recuperate and heal their wounds
Yeah,
before you
that's
go
true.
back on stage and kill them.
That's
In a
true.
good
Because,
way.
Big Mama takes a lot of space.
You lost weight, you look good. Nino better
Thank
watch
you. No, thank you,
it.
thank you. It's a struggle. I have to admit, it's a daily struggle. You know it. I mean, you had the gastric bypass. I actually applied for the gastric
No,
bypass and I got
I had a
refused.
sleeve, but I also gained 15 pounds in one day. I think it's a record.
Well, there you go. But see, I applied for it and I got refused because I was losing weight on my own, so they didn't want to take me. So I mean, it's a daily struggle. I'm trying to bring it down. I've lost 10 pounds since everything started opening up, and I had gained 10. Now I lost 10, so I'm back in like.
Yeah, me too. I was down, I don't know, 115. Now I'm down maybe 100. But it goes, it just, it's always based on emotions. Like I said, how you feel. You can
Yeah,
be so happy and you eat. You can be sad, you eat. You can be depressed, nervous. Everything
that's
revolves
right.
around the food. It's much easier to have I don't know, Duncan Hines cake than peel a
Like,
cucumber, cut it in pieces, and then use hummus. All that
yeah,
time there to do all that, you just swallow three
yeah,
sandwich ice creams, you know?
exactly. And the easy way out. You don't have to do dishes. You don't got to clean up after yourself. You just grab and go. But you know what? I always said it. It's very cheap to get fat.
A salad is, I think, now 10 something at any fast food place,
Yeah,
but a
you go
hamburger is $2 tax in.
exactly. So like you could have 10 hamburgers at the price of a salad. So what are you gonna
But
choose?
I got a heart attack. The other day, I went to McDonald's for the first time in a long
Okay,
time.
okay.
And McNuggets, they brought it up to like $10 something. But just a sandwich, the quarter pounder was $9.29.
Yeah, the prices went up. Yeah,
I said, how much is a trio? I
20
said,
bucks.
no, but $9.29 for a sandwich. And you know what's funny? It took me honestly about 9.29 seconds to eat it. So it doesn't come out to it's not even like a buck a second. It's screw you. It's not worth it. It
No,
was
it's true.
four bites. It was finished.
Yeah,
But
I
nine
know.
dollars 21 is a lot. I find it a little bit a lot in a way. A little bit a lot, if I could say that.
A
I
little bit, a
found it
lot.
like
Okay.
no, but I think the max they should have gone with a sandwich, a quarter pounder, is maybe $6.99, and I'm stretching it $7 because the
Yeah.
employee, the gas, and everything. But nine 9.89, I think it was, and I said, "Wow,
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So let's forget about food right now because the
yeah,
more we
hey,
think about it, the more we
everybody's
want it.
already at McDonald's listening to us now." See,
So I want people to get to know you. Let us know. Tell us about how you started with the comedy. Have you always been? I mean, you always had a sense of humor, obviously. But how did
yeah.
you like? How did you pave your way to being a comic, a known comic?
Well, the before, well, now basically the pothole video helped, right? But I'm saying before that, I trying to remember the date. It was my mom. My mom got me into it because every Christmas, every family gathering, I had everybody in tears and laughing. And back then, in the 80s, they were like, "Oh my God, you're so funny." But nobody would say you should go into comedy. It was not something we talked about in those days. It's just, you're so funny. Okay, go to your room, whatever. 'Cause, to be funny, I wouldn't know when to stop. So I'd cross the line and make fun of an uncle or something. Now you're punished. So I remember my mom saying before she passed away with cancer and everything, often, like while she was sick, you, because I used to try to cheer her up, right? And she was always like, "You should go into it." I went on stage. Now it's probably 23 years ago at LA Pub when it was on the Gallery Grand Prairie. I think it was Johnny DiStefano that owned it at the corner. And there was a comedy night, and there was all these comics. Joey Elias, I don't think he remembers. They were all there, these comics that today some are not there. And there was amateur night, put your name up if you want. And my brother put my name, but he didn't tell me. So
Oh,
so they fit about 100 people that night. And I remember like yesterday, and they were like reading what they were gonna say on stage, and I was just watching them. I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." And they were all sitting there at the time. My brother's first wife and everybody that today, some I'm still friends with. And I was just watching, and then the host came and he introduced the first comic, and the first comic insulted Italians. I'm like, "This guy's dead. He needed security to go home." Like he really tried to trash them in an Italian cafe. I'm like, "This guy's crazy. He's on a suicide mission." Then this girl, her hair was red, and she's like, "My hair is red. That's why my name is Red." I'm like, it was total crickets. I said, "Wow, it's not easy." Then all of a sudden, I hear Joey Elias say, "Okay, guys, the only amateur who had the guts to put his name on the sheet," and I'm looking around, I'm like, "Who's the guy?" And he said my name, and I went, and I see my brother laughing. I said, but I didn't ask. It was like, abri, that's awful. I was like. He goes, don't worry, bro. I'll give you 6-7 minutes. Look, you're going to see the red light. The first 4 years of comedy, I never saw the red light. Because you get on, the adrenaline is flying. You think you're looking for a light. You're so bummed. All I remember is getting on. I did well because everybody was clapping, the standing ovation, but you're Italian, so they did it probably, to, I don't know. I told them, my brother goes, you spoke about 8 minutes without breathing. It was so fast.
Wow.
But, and then he goes, you're really good. You should do amateur or go around town. And 20 years I didn't go on stage after that.
Wow. You got stage fright.
Stage fright, the inside voice in our head, because we always have that voice that says, where you going, you fat bastard? You're good for nothing. You're a loser. Right before you go on stage, so I never used to go.
Yeah.
That voice stayed with me for about a year and a half when I was doing comedy. Right before going on, I would be in the back and be hearing, what are you doing this? What are you doing this? Why do you even bother? Like that voice?
Yeah.
And then once you're on stage, you're doing it, and you should know, it's like you're not even in the same room. You're on stage and time is different. Like time on stage and time off stage. You're in like these DC comic books, like it's just, and the adrenaline is so high. You come off stage and you're like, everybody's like, good night. I'm like, where am I going till 5 a.m. to stay awake? It's a power trip. That's why comics meet sometimes after a show, 2-3 in the morning. We're in a cafe talking.
Sure.
My girlfriend's like, are you coming home? Baby, you don't understand. You're sleeping. I'm still wide awake. I want to go to the casino and get arrested. How I feel, like it's crazy. But I guess musicians, artists in general feel that, I heard.
Well, listen.
But then the next day you're depressed. I'm like, I'm going to kill myself and jump off a bridge because you don't have the rush.
Yeah, but listen, I did it once. I mean, I don't have the experience you have, obviously. But I mean, that night I was on like cloud 9, and even the next day I was so proud of myself. I was so happy. I couldn't believe that I actually did stand-up comedy, and it was a good turnout, and I actually made people laugh.
Yeah, it's a little crowded. I don't know if you hear me good.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
It's because Pasquale Ignoto called and he killed my sound with you because some people have no manners.
Oh, it's okay.
But he had no idea I'm talking to you. No, the thing is yeah, you really, what, that night the comics were did really well.
Yeah.
But you blew the roof off. I have to be honest. A lot of people had heard about you through your videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I was actually getting people texting me before, but bro, you think she's gonna be funny? It's stage. And I said, you know what? You'll be surprised. She's naturally funny. Not because a person does videos, they're not, you understand?
Yeah.
Somebody who tries to be somebody else in videos with a voice, or he does 3-4 voices, different characters, not necessarily they're funny on stage. Yeah. They're good in plays, they're good in acting because that's what they do. But put them on stage to do comedy, a lot of them are like, no, bro, it's not for me. So you're naturally funny. So the thing is, you could have been in a park, which parks are harder to do. I did a park that when you make a joke, it has to shoot across the whole park. By the time it gets to the back, you're already on your next joke. So it's tough. But you have that natural thing in you. So I really enjoyed my experience with you. It was one of many to come. Yes. I find you very, very polite and fun to work with. And for men, we said gentlemen. For a lady, we'll say you're very lady, classy. There you go.
Classy, yeah.
So I have nothing bad to say. Guys, pay me. I said what you wanted me to say. Pay me now. No,
The check's in the mail. The check's in the mail. No,
your family members are here. It got to my head to say nice things. No, honestly, I really enjoyed the experience.
Yeah, so did I. And I mean, look, I understand there's the COVID right now and everything's on pause, but I really do look forward to working with you again and doing more comedy with you. I mean, this COVID gave me a lot of material to work with. So I'm very eager to get the ball rolling again. And I'm very eager to work with you again and do more shows here locally. Who knows? Maybe we can go on a road trip and go to Toronto or go other places. We don't have to stay in Montreal.
Yeah, motel, one bed to save money. But you know, the thing is,
you're sleeping on the floor.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's where we all end up at the end. But listen, I have a question. I don't know the geography well, but is that a Barcelona flag behind you? No.
Man, no, it's the Sicilian flag, but I first.
Sorry, it looks like the Barcelona colors. I'm so sorry. You know,
look up your flags.
Up your flag. Okay, calm down.
Yeah. No, but that's it. So I mean, this can go very far, or it can just die out. But I want to take it to the limit. I want to take it to its full potential, and I want to work with you because I mean, I'm very grateful for you.
I'm just gonna I'll give you my feedback on comedy now after COVID. It's going to be a little bit tough. People are dying for comedy. They're dying for movies. Guzzo should do well, all these places. Yeah. One yes, one no, hairdressers. Eventually, it's going to go back to normal. It might take time when they're secure.
Yeah.
But it's hard when 0 people die one day and then 17 the next, then 11. Till it's always 0 for like a month. Yeah. People feel more safe. And to do comedy rooms, maximum 50 people, that's okay. But spread out, it's tough. Like a concert, you could do that.
Yeah.
Friends like to sit together, fine. But if you're going to spread out tables, then you're going to start having comics that are picking on one table or focusing like this on one and then turn to another table. They're not going to look like before. They're everywhere. So I'm not going to look into an empty spot to make jokes. You want to see the people. So you might be turned more and neglect some. It's going to be, it's going to be a challenge, but I think it's going to work. And some rooms opened up, like I think Bar Villeray starting. There's a Comedy Nest should be starting. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be tough, like everything else. Yeah, now I heard, by the way, I heard that the first buffet opened.
Yeah, I saw your post on Facebook that the buffet's open.
Because I had told someone, when you go to Cuba, it's a buffet. The only way it's going to work, the resort, is the same person is serving you and he's moving along with you.
Yeah.
And that's what apparently they're doing at Le Mandarin. Would you like dumpling? Then the guy comes back. Would you like this at your table? So in reality, it's almost like, remember hot and spicy?
Yes, they serve you at the table.
So they're doing that in reality, which is okay.
Sure. Whatever works. I mean, it's
exactly, to keep the economy going.
We have to adapt in different ways in order for us to keep rolling, to keep living. I mean, we can't stop life. Life doesn't stop. I mean,
exactly.
So we just have to adapt to a new way of living.
Let me ask you, what's your next challenge? I know that Gligumbare is starting soon.
Yes. Gligumbare, well, you're in it too. I'm in it as well. It's doing very well. It's getting a lot of visibility. Our numbers are growing. And I mean, Gligumbare, my experience, I love it. Every time it's time to film.
Me too. It's a great cast. It's a great cast. Everybody's nice. I have nothing bad to say.
No, the chemistry between all of us is amazing. We have a blast every time. So I encourage people to go check out Gligumbare on YouTube, on Facebook. They're all over the place, just like I am. So check us out, and you'll see myself as well as Tony.
I enjoy it. I really do. And most of those are done on the first take. People don't know.
Yeah,
it's not like we're reading our lines. I haven't read a line yet. They tell me, we want you to say this. You too. We go there and it's all like on, not improv, but it's on the fly, like bang, 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 which is amazing, you know?
We ad lib because you know what the scene is about. So you don't have to say it word for word. You say it in your own words, and that's where the character comes out. And I love it.
I enjoy that. I enjoy it. And I like working with you in any way, Lee. And I want to say congratulations on this. It's a great idea what you do. You call people at home.
Yeah.
Well, no, I called you, but you know what I mean.
Yes. Well, listen, I mean, we're all in quarantine. We have to social distance. So what better way to
Quarantine. I haven't been home since March. I
Well,
think
you're
because
special.
well, you know, everybody's ordering meat and fish, so
Well, that's
and
it.
they want it at their door as of yesterday. Come on, where are you? Where are you? I'm like, calm down, I'm on my way.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
it's good.
But
I enjoy it.
that's another topic I wanna bring up is that although you are a comic, you also distribute meat and chicken and fish to local people at their door, guys, at the door. So I mean, this guy's been moving.
but don't get me wrong. It's not what you find at Maxi Bonanza. It's not commercial store stuff. It's what you get basically at the high-end Seren de la Mai, high-end restaurants when you walk in and they're like, it's Black Angus 41 days aged, the meat, or 1855 beef,
Wow.
the fish. I don't sell China fish unless they ask me and then I have to go crazy to find it. I sell what I eat. People
Okay.
want bacala. They want the bacala from, I don't know, Portugal or whatever. They want the fresh bacala from Alaska. They don't want the China brand. Nothing against China, just some people don't want it.
Yeah.
They want the Argentina shrimps that are packed in Peru, not in China. But that's just the packaging. People
Yeah.
don't care. I want those ones. Okay, so what I do basically, I'm a broker. If they're going to pay, I don't know, 27, 28 in the store, I'll sell it at 26 delivered.
Okay.
So they say, but what's the most important is on a Saturday. Let's say you have visitors coming and you need to clean your house or a baby's born, like most of them, the new moms. They have their baby to watch. They're not going to drive to Costco, wait in line.
No.
You know what? Bring it to me. I'll clean my
Exactly.
house or I'll get ready. So it's time consuming.
Yeah.
It's safe. We have gloves. We have a mask. We drop it at the door.
Yeah.
I leave. I watch you open the door to take your stuff. That nobody steals your percolator or UPS, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's it. They transfer or cash in a mailbox, in an envelope, whatever it is.
Okay.
We've been for 2.5 years. We have a company in Quebec and Ontario. So you can Google the name and it shows up on Google companies there. So nothing's out of a trunk, like some people have told me, falls off a truck. People say what they want.
We have Diana DCXOX. She wants to know if you deliver in La Plaine, Terrebonne. So there you go. You just got another client.
Actually, yeah. I do Mascouche, Terrebonne. I have 3-4 clients there starting. We do La Salle. We do Laval, South Shore, big time. RDP, 80% jamming every week there.
Okay.
It's fun because I establish a clientele, but then they become friends.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I don't really care about the fish if they don't call me, but if they're stuck in the winter or need help, because when you help one person, they tell people, and then you get friends. Right now, I have plumbing friends, and I got a lot of referrals out of it.
For
You
sure.
guys do whatever. I know that you can do some renovations. I mean, if I need, like everybody knows somebody.
Yeah.
And that's what's
it's good to
amazing.
help. Yeah. No, you build your own little community, your own circle, and it just keeps spreading. And because you know one person through another, you know they're good people.
We started with 3 family members as clients, and we're over 100 clients. So I really enjoy it.
Company. Say the name of your company so they can look for it. What's the name of the company?
It's Distribution KDP, Katia D. Palma. It's a private group on Facebook, so I have to add them in.
Okay.
So I have a lot of members. We're at, I think, 700 or something, but I don't add everybody because I like to be careful.
But
And
can they
when
contact
people say, but I saw at this store, this brand, if they're going to compare the same to me, then most of the time I'm better price. But when they compare a size 21 shrimp to my 1620, white tiger to the wild Argentina, it's not the same. It's like saying those apples, the best ones, what are they called? They're the golden crisp.
Yeah.
To a regular Macintosh. It's all, you can't. You have to do,
Yeah.
don't compare double A steak to mine. But there's some steaks that could go toe to toe, and if I could take out $1, I will. I just want the client to say, wow, thank you, because there's nothing better than a thank you in life. You feel appreciated.
For sure. So guys, it's Distribution KDP, or you can contact Tony directly, Heavy T 1973, here on Instagram if you want fish, meat,
Yeah.
poultry.
Basically, and any good compliments you could leave. You write on Facebook. Any bad remarks, don't bother me. But only the good I take.
You gotta
And
take the
that's
good with the
it.
bad.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, I want to thank you very much for coming on. You're a wonderful person. Keep doing what you're doing. Give my best to your girlfriend.
Which one? No, I will. I will. Thanks. I have one question on the
Yes.
air.
Yes.
Just throw it out there. When am I like invited to your pool? Just in case it's nice outside.
Whenever you want.
Okay, you guys heard it. You heard it because I have LCN over here. C'est
No
bon, les
problem.
gars?
My door is always open. You could actually the gate in the back is even open. You don't have to come through the house. Just go outside and throw
You
yourself
see me in
in.
the middle of the night. Hey, what's
No,
up?
I'll put the lights on. No problem.
Thanks.
No problem.
And
Anytime. Tony.
by the way, thank you so much. I enjoyed this. It's awesome.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you,
being on the
everybody.
live.
All the ones that love me and even the ones that don't.
Doesn't matter.
Ciao. Bye,
Ciao,
guys.
ciao. Thank you,
Bye.
Tony. So there you have it, guys. That's tonight's guest, Tony Riccio, Heavy T. He's a comedy legend for me, anyway. He's a wonderful guy, a funny guy. And he also distributes meat, fish, and poultry to your door. And it's the high quality grade. It's not the supermarket kind that's been sitting there for a month. He's going to bring it fresh to your house here locally in Montreal. Distribution KDP. Look him up on Facebook or send him a message here on Instagram, Heavy T1973. Thank you very much. Hi, Eva. Oh my God. This is my old hairdresser who's moved to the Cayman Islands. She's actually on the live. Hi, Eva. Thank you so much for joining. Kathy S sent me a request. Okay, let's talk to Kathy S before we close it up. She declined. Okay, I guess another time. All right, so guys, that's a wrap. Remember, go to Facebook and follow the page, like the page, Friends for Cause. It's Friends with the number 4 Cause. Put a like, tag 2 people, and you can win this beautiful basket with a colander, 3 types of pastas, and a bottle of sauce. It's very convenient. It's beautiful. And I'm sure everyone can use some food, some pasta. We're Italian. We always eat pasta. And if you want to purchase these products, just go on the online store, Friends for the number 4 cause.myshopify.com. It's the same price as the grocery store, but with the convenience of making a donation, and you can pick it up all in one-stop shop. So all you got to do is order online. We either ship it to you if you're not local for a small fee, or you pick it up at our warehouse and there's no shipping fee. And it'll all be prepared for you. The order is going to be there for you to pick up. Thank you very much for watching. I went a little over my time. I usually try to keep it to half an hour, but it went a little over, but that's fine. Thank you very much. Un grande abbraccio a tutti. Happy Saint Jean, e ci vediamo la settimana prossima. I'll see you guys next week as I bring in another guest that will entertain you and give you more information about what they're all about. So thank you very much. Ci vediamo presto. Salutiamo.